In the largest grant cancellation in U.S. history, President Trump just canceled $400 million of federal funding going to Columbia University. And if you don't think this is going to affect next year's admission cycle, you're kidding yourself. Like I've said before, college is a business, and that business gets a huge chunk of its funding from the federal government. So if you look at the income for Columbia University in particular, you'll see that government grants make up 20% of their annual operating budget. So cutting $400 million from that budget is actually a huge problem for their budgeting process for the next year. They're going to have to make up for that from other sources. And if you look around that chart, the easiest way for them to make up the difference is straight from tuition. When colleges face budget shortfalls, there's three ways they can make up for it: layoffs, increased donations, and increasing students' tuition. Now, the first two are undesirable. First, because they don't want to have layoffs. People don't like to lay off themselves. And the second, because Columbia right now is facing a PR disaster. So it's going to be very difficult for them to raise $400 million or more through donations to make up for the difference. So the thing they're probably going to be targeting more than anything else is going to be tuition. Now, how do colleges actually increase tuition? They're not going to increase the nominal value. That would get them even more backlash. What they're going to do instead is shift the proportion of students they accept that are on financial aid. So in previous years, when they have more budget, they can take more students who need financial aid. But in the next admission cycle, what I'm predicting is that they're going to quietly lower the percentage of students they're taking who are on financial aid to make up for the huge budget deficits. And unfortunately, as a student applying, there's not much you can do about this. Just make sure that you're applying to a wide range of colleges that you can be sure that you can afford, so there's at least one place you can go to regardless of financial aid. And the next year, please watch out, because from the looks of it, with all the federal funding cuts, there are going to be big changes to the amount of financial aid colleges are actually able to give.